So, we are going to start analysis of our environment questions in the 2023 prelims. We will look after the importance, see how to only I have told so many times to my students, knowledge is only not important here. What is the thing important here? IQ is, it's not like an, see if I'll prove what IQ matters in this exam, I'll prove here. So, I have told, like we have taken a rapid revision classes and environment classes in the last month. So, most of the topics which we have discussed in the classes are there in this 2023 prelims. So, you will surely see it, like who have attended the classes, they know pretty well regarding this, the everything detailed, the things which we have discussed, the everything screenshot will be shared in the next video. So, we will tell, so our analysis worked hard. So, coming to the discussion. So, if you see the first question, practically, so see the statements. First of all, when you are looking into the questions, statements is very important to crack the prelims. Okay. So, coming to the statements, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 1, 2 is what? Correct explanation for the statement 1. So, if you see the second statement, statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and what here is not the correct explanation for the statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but the statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 2 is incorrect, but the statement 2 is correct. If you see the statements is very important, because if you see the papers, the questions based on this, and one question, one answer, two answer, three answers. So, these questions, the pattern has changed, right. So, very important thing what you need to know is, so if you see, this is the fact I have already told in my class. What is the fact here? According to United Nations World Water Development Report 2022, India extracts more than a quarter of the world's groundwater withdrawal every year. So, it is a fact, right. So, according to this report, 1/4. So, the question see here, extracts, if you have IQ, the word is, if you have basic knowledge, it is fine. So, if you have IQ, think from the extracts more than quarter means what? 1/4, right. So, is India a populous country? Is the first or second populous country? First populous, right, present. According to the latest report, is the status is first populous country. If you are populous country, you need a water requirement, right, basic thing. If it is if the word here the framed is, it is just 1%, 2%, 3%, is very limited. So, they have talking is more than quarter means above 1/4. Above 1/4 means the first populated country obviously needs what? Water, right. So, practically if you have some IQ, yeah, more than 1/4. If the word talks about more than 50%, then it is extreme statement. More than 1/4 means what? It may be 33%, it may be 50%, it may be 40%, whatever the percent, more than 1/4. So, if you have that logic, it will be applicable. Coming to the second question, second point, see here, India needs to extract, again see here, more than a quarter of the water. See, so he is trying to confuse you. In the option what they have, in the first option quarter, right, again there is a correction they have given, right. In the second option, you may fall into this trap. See, beautifully framed questions. Out of the world's groundwater each year to satisfy what? Drinking water and sanitation needs of almost 18% of the world's population living in its territory. So, see here, here is a very good logic here. What is the logic here? 18% population, yeah, right. 1/4, yes. What you will think? It is a right option. There is a link. What generally people don't know, like who are appearing for the like 1 or 2 second time, they may feel it. Yeah, there is a link here. Yeah, it is a correct. But what you need to see is each year to satisfy drinking water and sanitation, right. So, what is the major contributor of water, like a consumption pattern? If you see the consumption pattern of our India in the water context, what is the major? Irrigation. You know it, right? Irrigation ke kada you need a water. So, if you have that logic, if you have that basic knowledge in your mind, if you use here at least 1/4, if you are using for drinking water and sanitation, what about irrigation? It is a major contributor, right, consuming in the water context. So, if you have that IQ, you use at the time of exam, what may be the answer? 1 only, right. So, if you see here straight, if you know the small fact, yeah, it may be 1/4 percentage, right, 1/4. So what is the answer? Statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect, right? This is the option. So very beautifully framed questions, very beautifully framed questions by the UPSC. So coming to the next question. So consider the following statements. In India, biodiversity, like who have attended my classes, I have told you, right? I have told you Biodiversity Act 2002, and I have already stressed you very much. What I have stressed you? What I have stressed you? 20 years. It got completed 20 years, right? I have told you. I have detailed explanation. I will send the screenshot in the later part of our discussion. If you see here, 20 years, the landmarks, that is the reason why I'll surely focus. Landmark years are very important. Straight from the topic, maybe it is a, see, there are a lot of acts are available, right? In not only this environment legislation, in everywhere lot of acts are, but the requirement for the exam, you need to focus on which are the much needed. That is based on what? Landmark years. 20 years got completed, and recent there is an amendment. There is a recent amendment is there. I have already discussed in my environment video. Right. Coming to here. So I have given some details in India. Coming to the in India, the biodiversity management committees are key to realization of the objectives of the Nagoya Protocol. I have told you, right? We talked of Nagoya Protocol related to what? CBD, right? CBD is what? Convention of Biological Diversity. So I have already told at the time, there are two conventions, CBD. What are those? Two protocols. One is Nagoya, another one is Cartagena. I have already told you some, to remember you, Cartagena is for the safety, car for safety. I have already told you in the class. And Nagoya, I have tried to convert the name Nagaya. Yeah, if you remember those things, it will surely work on the exam. I am not joking at all. So in India, the Biodiversity Management Committee are key to the realization of the objectives of the Nagoya Protocol. Yeah, whatever the protocol it may be. Overall, if you see the overall Biodiversity Act, it is fulfilling for what? CBD only, right? So that is the reason I have already told you in the class. What I have told you, you need to know the origin of some acts. If you know the origin, the questions will be very easy. So coming to here, if you see here, Biodiversity Management Committees. So I have already told you there are three levels in the class. One is national, one is state, and I have told you what? In the local level, that is called Biodiversity Management Committee, which prepares People's Biodiversity Register. And I have already told you something. So if you see the practically local, this I have told you something regarding tribals also. Tribals are the who have a good knowledge with them. They will keep biopiracy will happen. At the time of class, I have told you the same thing. So who is the so main responsibility not rests with these two bodies. It rests with this body, Biodiversity Management Committee. So very important at the time. I have shown. I will tell you each and everything. So the biodiversity management. So coming to here, biodiversity management committees are key to realization of the objectives of Nagoya Protocol. The biodiversity management committees have important functions in determining access, benefit sharing, right? Access and benefit sharing, right? So I have already told you. Cartagena is for what? Safety. Nagaya, what he do? He shares his property, right? I have told you an example. So access and benefit sharing, it will help, right? Nagoya is related to this one only, right? Including the power to levy. It is a very important provision. It has a power. So I have told you this body has huge strength when compared to all that's three-tier body. So collection of fees on the biological reserve within its jurisdiction. It is not beyond jurisdiction. Within its jurisdiction, it has the power to levy. It's not mandatory. See, if the word mandatorily, then it is a wrong one. So it has a power. Yeah, according to the act, I think some section it got that power. So if you see this, what are the option? Both 1 and 2. Right, very easy question, very factual question. You can expect such kind of very easy questions in the paper. So next, coming to this question, I don't know, like most of you people who are preparing for 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, you may not encounter it, but this old batch area, it is to develop. It's a dengue prevention. So dengue prevention. Do you know dengue? It's a disease, right? So it's a whole bacteria is made easy, like it is a method. It is a bacterial strain. This current affair is 20 20. When I have told my environment class, like the decode environment, I have already told you they are not asking the questions last 1 year. They are going to beyond 2020, like 2 years back, 1.5 years back. See, again they have proved it. What we have talked in the class, again they have proved it. 2020, it's not only this question, there are a lot of questions, right? Coming to here, simple, very easy, dengue. If you know about this one, what is the option here? At least dengue. Oh, how can you get dengue? Mosquito bite. At least you know that. Disease dwara this has used this one, controlling the viral disease spread by what? Mosquitoes, right? Last time also I have already told these type of questions may be asked. I have already in the discuss. I have already told what biorock technology, last year question. These type of questions will be asked. I have already told, right? Got it? So next question coming to here. What is this one? Yeah. This question is regarding what? Carbon capture and sequestration. So what is the reason? Because of greenhouse gas emissions, increase in concentration of CO2, you need to reduce it. So if you have some, see again I am telling, if you have some basic knowledge using your IQ, carbon sequestration means it is a broader term. It is a small term. This is an what? Environmental R&D is happening, research and development state. It is not fully into the practice, right? It has some wider possibilities in future. It's a environmental connected science and tech, R&D. So coming to here, carbon capture and sequestration, right? You need to capture that carbon which is in the environment and you need to store it. There is a concept here. So coming to here, spreading. So if you know, very easy question. See, again I am telling, some basic knowledge is important here. Spreading finely grounded basalt rock. You know basalt rocks? Very basic geography. They are in nature of basic. They are not what? Acidic, right? Acidic kadu. Then what are they? Are basic, right? You know it, right? Basic can be, it is acidic means obviously ocean acidification due to the increase in, if you know that one, due to the increase in ocean CO2 concentration, there is an ocean acidification. You know that one, right? But you have some knowledge, right? Basalt rocks, it is a basic, it is not acidic, then it is correct, right? You are, what is the context here is spreading finely grounded basalt rock on the farmlands extensively, means farmlands also emit some kind of CO2, right? Methane emissions will happen, right? Some kind of emissions will happen, right? So if you pour that upper say you are pouring this basalt rock like finely grounded, it is a basic, it will counter, right? Counteract will happen, right? Right. So there is a logic here. So just think. Yeah, next one, increasing the alkalinity of oceans by adding lime. Yeah, it is exactly there. If you know this carbon sequestration, at least it is a very easy one, a very easy option. So next coming here, this is important. Capturing carbon dioxide released by the various industries and pumping it into the abandoned subterranean mines in the form of carbonated waters. This is the main concept of this carbon sequestration, right? You are not dumping into the waters like which we drink. Like if you know that there are a lot of pollution, right? River pollutions, they are directly pumping these wastes into that water. But we are not pumping, right? It's a future technology, I have already told. If it is a futuristic in nature, what may be the option here? See, it is a recent stage, that is what I am saying. If you do not know also, you can attempt this. At least if you do not know also, this carbon sequestration is not 100% everything you do not know, right? It is a research in stage, right? So it is a progressive in stage, right? You can expect, right? There may be a possibility of each and everything. So here the point is, when you are dealing with this UPSC, you do not think much. You need to be in that realm. Akkada undalannamata. Or ayyundacha, you need to think, but you should not think beyond. It is a progressive, yeah. Then you can try it. We don't know exactly right or wrong, but you can try it. There may be possibility if you know this one at least. Got it? Next one. Yeah, coming to this, what? this is a very easy question which I have seen in this paper. If you want to talk, so see here, I'll prove you again I'll tell you, which we have discussed in the class. Carbon fibers are used in the manufacture of components used in automobiles and aircraft. See, carbon fibers. Next coming carbon fibers, right? Obviously, it is made. For example, will there be any possibility? Think from the possibility perspective, right? Carbon fibers are used in the manufacturing of components of the automobiles and the aircraft. Yeah, there may be a possibility. See, progressive, think. So, it is not talking any extreme sentence. It should be. It is mandatorily. They are not talking. So, it is a prospective. They are going to use this technology. Coming to the second option, here you can easily do it. Carbon fibers once used cannot be recycled. Whatever the thing, like earth will give, will also reflect, right? We can recycle, right, in one form or something, right? You can do it. It is extreme, very extreme statement. Carbon fibers are once used cannot be recycled. So, this is a very easy question from my perspective. దీనికి చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా లేదు. Carbon fibers are used in cannot be recycled. So, outrightly it is a wrong one. So, what is the answer here? Option 1. So, next question is what? Yeah, coming to here again I am telling you the same thing. So, be careful in such kind of questions. We do not know. If you want to try it, try it. That is what I am saying. If you want to try it, try it. What the question talks about is with reference to the role of what? Biofilters. Bio means what? It is made up of some biological elements, not like synthetic filters which we use, what we use in our house. In what? Recirculating aquaculture. These using where? Aquaculture system. Which are the following statements? So, these questions is a new trend of the UPSC. So, see here only one, only two, all three. What is this only one? They are talking not about the single option. Maybe this one, maybe this one, maybe this one. Only two means maybe these two, maybe these two, maybe these two. Earlier what the question pattern is 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3 only means exact sure shot. 3 only means which shot? Yeah, you can mark this. Now they are talking means what? Only one means what is that one? If you know sure shot only, you can make the possibility in such kind of questions, right? But you can try this question. So, where is the question? So, biofilters provide wastewater treatment by removing uneaten fish food. So, they are using filters, right? If you have some IQ, generally filters, what they will use? Only filtration, general filtration purpose, right? Now, apart from normal filters, they are using some filters, biofilters. So, if they are using some biological elements, means they have something speciality, right? Instead of using the synthetic material, they have using some biology, they should have some specific thing, some creativity, right? So, biofilters provide wastewater treatment by removing uneaten fish feed. Yeah, it may be a right one. Next one, see here, biofilters convert ammonia present in fish water into nitrate. Very, very important, this important point. This is the reason for this recirculating agriculture. So, they have taken this one. Biofertilizers converts ammonia present in fish. So, you know nitrosomonas, nitrobacter, these are the conversion of this ammonia to nitrate. So, see how the question has framed. They have taken a small, what you can say, static element, and they have connected this static element with what? This dynamic element. How the beautifully the question have framed. So, biofertilizers increase the phosphorus as nutrient for fish in water. It is a wrong option. It does not increase, right? See, again I am telling you, biofertilizers increase the phosphorus as nutrient for fish in water. So, if keep on this phosphorus increasing, will it harm the fishes? Anything is abnormal, it is abnormal only, right? If you eat some half kg of food, it will be very healthy for you. If you eat 200 kgs of food, at least 5 kgs of food, if you have that IQ, that is what I am saying, IQ plays a game here. Each and every question, see, I have also seen the paper in the time of exam. So, I may encounter it, right? So, IQ matters. presence of mind matters a lot when you are dealing such kind of questions. So that is the reason why you need lot of practice, grinding. So if you have strong enough in the basics and you have assume, so biofilters increase, right? If keep on increasing the phosphorus, why? It will harm the fishes only, right? They are doing some technology, they are developing some technology, but again in the technology you are going to increase, this means what? So what may be the answer? 1 and see only 2. What is, I don't know what is that 1 and 2 also, it's only 2, it's a new trend. So where is the second question? Third question, very important. What is this? Mercury pollution. Any one of you can say that mercury pollution is related to Minamata Convention. I think this convention have came into 1997, I think so, but it came into the force something around some year, I think so, but it started a discussion something around 1997, right? So coming to here again I am telling you 1997 or something. So what may be the year at present? How many years got completed? Any idea? 25 years, right? So if you take the paper has based on 2022, right? Not only they are going to set current affairs based on last year and this year. I have already told when I am dealing this 200 years class also, last year and this year, right? So if you think this at least 25 years, that's what I am saying. These landmark years are very important to expect some kind of, at least you know this mercury pollution, you can dug into more deeper into it, right? Coming to here, gold mining activity is a source of mercury. It's a very factual thing. It's a right thing. Next one, coal based thermal power plants cause mercury pollution. It is also right thing. So there is a no known safe level. Here you may fall into the trap. Actually, this question has taken from the research paper. I'll in recent in upcoming days we'll put the same video like which we have done, source coding also, source decoding also. But prior to this, I'm going to some. So actually, we don't know what's his intention of asking the question. So we don't know until and unless the key has given from the UPSC exclusive key. So till then, according to the research, there is no known safe level exposure to mercury. According to the research, this is the thing. But again the same thing, if you know it, attempt such kind of questions, or else just leave it. If you ask me, I just leave this question, because I cannot go beyond, right? No known, it is an extreme statement. So I may get confused, I may get trapped, right? So you need to be wise when you are choosing the questions also. So coming to here, but for example, if you know, when I am thinking this question, third point, something got into my mind. For example, some pollutants are there. There would be some limits, right? For example, drinking water, right? If you are drinking water, there should be limit of something, right? Some country has done something, if advanced countries, right? So some mercury content should not be greater than like this, sulfur content should not be greater than like this, arsenic content should not be greater than like this. You have studied, right? 0.11%, 0.22%. In that perspective, you may think it may be a right answer, but we don't know. According to the research paper, it is a wrong one. We don't know until and unless the final key has come. Till then, only 2. Okay. So UPSC, Unpredictable Services Commission. Every year they are changing the pattern, but beauty is picking a good persons. Beauty in framing the questions, like how logically they are framing a question. So coming to here, green hydrogen, I have told you in the environmental class, I have told you this year there should be a sure shot question on the green hydrogen. Hydrogen economy, hydrogen mission, where it's a prospective thing. So they are surely going to ask in a question this one. So this have asked from our sources. So next, maybe in our grant test or something also, if anyone have written this question, there is a question regarding the green hydrogen. If you remember, it is for sure, because it is designed by us, right? So see here, it can be used directly as a fuel for the internal combustion. Next one, it can be blended with the natural gas used for the heat or power generation. It can be used in the hydrogen fuel cell to run vehicles. Very easy this question, like you may get doubt in this first option. Apart from these 2 options are very easy. Coming to this example, it can be used in the hydrogen fuel cell to run vehicles. So if you go to Delhi, there are vehicles called HCNG buses, public transport. public transport, they use this current affair. It's not like this is an at present current affair, but this HCNG bus has launched some 2 years, 3 years back. It was so who have touch with the Delhi, they know it. HCNG buses are there in the Delhi, so it is sure shot right. So next one, it can be blended. Yeah, obviously they are using, see this, if you know this one, you can connect here. So it's a blending only, right? Hydrogen plus CNG, like they are using the two components only, right? Right. So next one is, it can be used directly as a fuel for the internal combustion. So here I've got some confusion. In some I found that directly, like it is this density is more. It has for example, if you see, I'll tell you something. I'll say what is the main reason in the smaller vehicles like passenger vehicles why we are not shifting to these hydrogen fuel cells. Because if you see 1 liter, in a 1 liter tank, it only occupies like half portion or 1/4 portion. For example, in this 1 liter tank, 1 liter petrol can be filled. This is the main drawback here of this hydrogen in the private vehicles, which in the consumer vehicles which we use, right? So we cannot, that is the research, they are working on this research stage. So that's why in the large vehicles, for example, if you take the bus, it has huge surface area, right? You can make it possible in that one, that too blending options. So coming to here, directly as a fuel, yeah, according to the research paper, it is correct, but we don't know exactly what his intention is. Till then, we are going to stick with what? All the three. So again, saying the same thing. It is what? Green hydrogen. It is an progressive, right? Environmental linked R&D progressive. Option could be, if you want to try it, it should be 3 only. Okay. So next. So coming to consider the following heavy industries, where again same question, right? Regarding what? Green hydrogen. And again I have told you, technology is in the nascent stage. R&D is happening. Think in a progressive way. Did I tell in my classes? I have told you, right? Progressive. And when I am telling this tips and tricks class also, I have already told you the same thing. Progressive is important. You need to think, yeah, there may be a possibility. There can be chances, right? So coming to here, greens expected means at present, they are not talking about present what they are expected, yeah, in future, right? Expected to play a significant role in decarbonizing how many of the above industries? So if you ask me, will they use this technology, right? So it has not came into 100% into the economy, in the market, right? In future, they may use them in them. So it is, you cannot say that 100% you cannot use this in steel plants. You cannot say that, right? Getting what I am saying? So what may be the answer? All? Yeah. See practical I am also saying, I don't read each and everything. It is not, it is impossible for every aspirant to need and remember and memorize each and everything. It is impossible. The word is what? Impossible. You should be strong in your basics. With that basics, use your IQ. Matters a lot. Okay? Got it. So coming to the next one. So marsupials. Again I am telling you this question, 2020 current affair. 2019-2020 current affairs. If you know, there is an Australia bushfire 2 years back. Heard? Somewhere. This question based on that one. 2020 current affair. So at that time, what happened is, these kangaroos came outside from that forest, and one other marsupial, I forgot its name, koala bear. Koala bear and kangaroo. Do you know kangaroo? Which has a pouch. So the pouch, which has a pouch, right? They are called what? Marsupials. So classification also important. This is a 2020, like if who at the time of 2020 who are aware of this thing, it is very easy for them to determine. See what the question is asking. Marsupials are not naturally found in India. Obviously, right? Did you see any kangaroo in India? Naturally found means you need to see in India, in one place or there. For example, tigers are naturally found in India. Is it right or wrong? Right. Lions are naturally found in India. Yes. If you are talk like this one, yeah, it is elephants are naturally present in India. Yes, right. One-horned rhino is naturally present in India. Yes. But this marsupials means it's a kind of thing which is not you can see in India. So this marsupial is what? Kangaroo. If you know this kangaroo is a marsupial, is it naturally found in India? No. So next, very extreme statement. See here, if you know I am talking about Australia. If you know about that current affair, marsupials can thrive only in the mountain grasslands. Bushfire. See, did you see any mountain grasslands in anywhere in Australia? Do you have any remembrance? At least you have some IQ. Again, they are talking about what? Marsupials can thrive only extreme. So what is the answer? Huh? So what is the answer? C, right? So next, coming to the question. This question directly I have talked in my class. Directly means with proof we have the thing. Same thing. Invasive species specialist group, forget about this one. We will talk here. That develops what? Global invasive species database. I have talked in my class. Developed by whom? IUCN. We have discussed very keen regarding this IUCN. Right? Very easy question. Next question. What is this one? How many of them are nocturnal means what? Same they will give. So one thing beauty of the UPSC is when they are asking some questions, the word is what? Not in the answers, whether in the passages, whether in these type of questions, you may not ever aware of some kind of different words. They will give the meaning of this one also. See nocturnal, what they have in or what most active during after sunset. So means night. Night they are active. Nocturnal or most active after sunset. So what is the following thing? Line-tailed macaque. Macaque means what? It is a kind of koti, means monkey, which is available in this Western Ghats. So generally you do have like there are some what you can say, there are some monkey species which are nocturnal but not line-tailed. Malabar civet, you again I am telling, who have touched with 1.5 year current affairs, Malabar civet is banging like anything, like keep on, like they are telling about Malabar civet, Malabar civet, Malabar civet, like it is like a same species which you can see in the current affairs, common current affair, this is a current affair. So this is surely it's a nocturnal, if you know the exact characteristic, nocturnal. So next one, Sambari, it is also nocturnal. So again, if you know it, put this question, or else just leave such kind of questions. Don't fall into the trap because it is very tough question. Like tough, you can you may get confused here. If it is one, again 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3 only, you can at least try it. But this kind of question, you may not. You should skip such kind of questions. See, UPSC is not only like if you see the last year cutoff. Anyone of you have idea, right? Last year cutoff, 80 or 90. Whatever it may be, it is around 90. 90 means what? Less than 50%. So less than 50% paper you need to answer, right? Less than 50% means at least 100 question, 100. If it is the answer is, if you scored 100, less than 50%, right? So they are not asking you to put each and every question, and they want you to see 200 on the paper or 199 or like for example you choose score in what you can say, inters or something 997, 998. They are not asking you to score, right? 50% is enough, but that 50% is extreme for us. So see here, these two are the things. So next, coming to here, which of the following organism performs waggle dance? Like this is also straight from the research paper. You cannot expect such kind of question. So these are some. Answer is honeybee only. So it has its something. Yeah, it's see tomorrow morning or somewhere I've seen very good thing. I've got shocked. Like so, for example, waggle dance. For example, it will be shaped like this one. So that what you can say, honeybee will go and search where the food. So the distance 1.5 meter, generally if it is around 1.5 meter, whether it is in east, whether it is west, whether it is near to the sun, whether it is near to the ground, right. So it will develop a pattern when it is going to that one. If I had food in this origin, right, it will inform to these people, fellow friends. How the inform is, it depends, it has a code. For example, it will come to here, so it will start shaking its body, means it is telling something, it is giving input, shaking, 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 and here this here go, again it will normal, again it shakes, again it will go, again it shakes, again it will slightly low, again it shakes. They will give some pattern, and again it stop here and it again shakes. It will give some pattern. We don't know exactly what it is, but they have mentioned something, right? Others to indicate the direction and the distance. Yeah, this is the pattern it will do. So answer is what? Honeybees. It is a research question. So don't think, everybody don't think that it should be answered or something, because even though you know this thing, it cannot be. So one thing I need to tell: wasps are not bees. These two are different. Bees, what are there is bees? These bees and wasps are some kind of insects. These are pollinators. Remember, I will talk in the later video, in the later phases of this analysis. These are pollinators, these are predators. In the next year, we don't know. They may ask a comparison between these honeybees and wasps. We don't know, right? I have already shown you with the proof, like previous year questions, topics also repeated. We don't know. In the next year, they may ask comparison between the honeybees and wasps. If it comes, very good for us. So next the question is what? Again, very easy, very beautiful question. Very IQ. IQ. If you have some IQ, again I am telling, I don't know each and everything. IQ matters. See, prospective. See, did you know every plant in this world? Any one of you know every plant properties in this world? Day by day they are discovering new things in a new species, right? That you need to look after. It's a progressive. Like you have not human DNA code a full not we have not till deciphered, right? So it's a progressive. Remember, I have already told you in the class. Very easy question. When I have seen this question, I didn't think much. I directly jump into all four. I directly jump. So why I need to waste my time here? Some have medicinal, yeah. Some have psychoactive. I don't know. Psychoactive, it will kill or psycho. I don't know. Whatever it may be. Mushrooms have insecticidal, yeah. Bioluminescence. Do you know bioluminescence means? It will give light. We don't know. I don't know. See, practically, I don't go to the Amazon forest where this mushroom is lighting. No, right. So think practically, all four. Some, the word is what? Some. It is the game changer here. That is the reason why knowledge is only not sufficient to clear this exam. IQ, you need to build on the IQ. Knowledge nunchi ela build chesukovali aloచింchandi. So coming to the next question. So what is this? Indian squirrels? Actually, there is a confusion in this one. Again, this is a what? Trap question. What? I'll tell you when. This is a trap question. Why? Because squirrels, everybody will know it, right? We are grown in Indian environment, so we know whether in the village or Indian city, mostly we'll encounter with the squirrels. What we will do is, yeah, we know about the squirrels. I'll prove it. We may think in this way. So coming to here, they build nests by making burrows. Yeah, obviously. Next, they store their food materials like nuts and seeds in the ground. They are omnivorous. Yeah, actually they are did you see that? They are frugivorous only.
The question is
what?
Question, how many statements are correct? They might be no, sir. They are not omnivorous.
See, forget about that one. See, they are omnivorous. Means did you, apart from eating that what you can amla, you generally know, right? Squirrel is eating this amla only, right? If you have some pictures or if you have some mind. So didn't you know exactly, right? Did you know exactly whether they are omnivorous or herbivorous? So we don't know. So next one, they build nests by making burrows in the ground. You have seen, and it will also in the trees also. So this question is, see, I don't know what exactly UPSC thinks. So until and unless they have given their what you can say key, exact key, till then I'll be in this 2 and 3. I don't know. So I left, because these kind of questions, again I'm telling, you'll fall into the trap. It's a very common thing, right? What your mind will think, right? Yeah, it's a common thing for everybody. I know it, I can put it. But we don't until unless he has given the paper. So be cautious in such kind of questions. So some microorganisms can, again see here, very beautiful question. Very beautiful question. What is the question here? See what I have told you. Don't see each and every sentiment. Sentences are not required here. Sentiments are not required in the paper. Don't use your logic. That much of logical application is not needed here. What I have told you in the class. Say, who said that there is no, what you can say, elimination techniques in this paper? I've shown you, right? Who said that? But IQ. Here the thing is what IQ. That IQ will get developed. So coming to here, again what? Sum. Again what? Again what? 3. Some microorganisms can grow in environment with temperature above boiling point. Yeah, there may be, right. They are not talking about single point, single microorganism. Where these microorganisms. So above melting point, there can't be any organisms. Can be. Now they are talking about can be, or some are the same thing, right? So next, microorganisms grows in environment with temperature below freezing point. Ice, near ice, permafrost, there may be rare. Next one, some microorganisms grow highly acidic, right? What I have told you, don't think much. These type of questions are very easy questions. See, I don't need each and everything. Forget. So what they have, see, you are focusing on highly acidic. What I am focusing is sum. Sum means 2 is also sum, right? 2 microorganisms is enough, right? So if the word is none, then it is a wrong one. Same, see, my logic, see here, logic is important. When you are seeing the question, logic is important. None. If the question, like none questions also came in this paper, if you see the paper, instead of this sum, none questions also framed. That is the beauty. Like when I am seeing, practical I am saying, when I am seeing this question, I am thinking in the mind, in my next series, I am going to, in the next test series, I am going to give questions based on the none. When seeing the half of the paper, there is a question on none. So you need to think. That's what I am saying here. IQ matters. Sum means it's a very easy question. All 3. You don't need to say that is the reason why I have told you. You don't concentrate, don't need of concentrating all those stuff over here. So next, what is this? It's a very easy question. Don't think that it's a easy question. It is a tough question. It is also came from the research paper only. Like if you know it, put it, or else don't fall into the trap. What is it talking about? Which one of the following makes a tool with a stick to scrape insects from a hole in a tree or logwood, right? So what they will do, it will take one what you can stick and make a hole and eat the insects inside this tree bark. So who can think? You need to develop a tool. You need to hold the tool, right? And you need to put in, do it over there. So if you think in that way, who has that ability to holding with hand, right? Humans. Then next who? Monkeys. So if you see the order, if you have that IQ, that's what I am saying. You don't need everything. If you have that IQ, monkeys, right? Monkeys kind, chimpanzees, monkeys, all these kind, right? Who can hold something, right? They have that ability in hand to hold. For example, tiger can hold, lion can hold something if you have given, which have paws. They cannot hold, right? To do this, this is a logical application only, right? So practically see here, fishing cat. Cat has what? Paw. Can it hold? I think so. I have seen a video. Something cat is cutting the cake. It is making something in the YouTube. Don't think in that way.
Everyone has seen that I will make cake and
So you have to don't think that that cat will do this one. Okay.
I put slot there.
See, so there is a confusion. Everybody have fall into this trap. This one or this one. So practically, that's what I am telling this thing. Otter. You don't know otter means? It resides near the rivers. It is something like what you can say, mongoose kind of things, but it's a big one. Otters. It is something mix of mouse or something. If you see the video, you can get it. Orangutan. Do you know orangutan means? No. Orangutan is a kind of old monkeys, chimpanzees. It's a kind of thing. So if you know at least orangutan means at least it's a kind of monkey or something. If you compare bear with orangutan, who has this 99% GNA similar to humans, right? At least if you have that logic with you, at least you know the orangutan means. What the sloth bear you can expect, you know bears, right? Bears only just walk with these four legs and again they will stand and they will again do. But this is not orangutan, they can also do like we humans only, right? They can hold the branches, right? That is the logical application here. But no need of thinking that much of logical, but you can leave such kind of questions also. So next question is what? Again I have told you. What I have told you? See, remove this one, forget about that. What I have told you. Kigali amendment, did I talk about it? What I have told you, Kigali. See, this Kigali amendment talks about what when I have talked in the RRP class, HFC, hydrofluorocarbons. I have all Kigali, 3 letters. HFC, 3 letters. Remember like this. There may be a one type of question based on the not only this GHG gases. See, every year there may be a question on the gases. I have already told you in the class. So I have talked about this Kigali amendment, and I have already talked this. This has all members have ratified this. So India is in a target to this one hydrofluorocarbons. So you can expect such kind of every year there is a question of pet question. Last year there is a PET question. So some kind of questions will be there. So if you see here hydrofluorocarbons, leave that one. We talked about in our class. So leave that one. But how to use application based. Coming to here, in the making of, how many of the above hydrofluorocarbons are used? If you know or don't know, if you want to try it, what is the option with you? Yeah. See, hydrofluorocarbons, for example, and one thing I am going to discuss in the last 5 days or 10 days.
How I kept that option is all that first, second and fourth are soapy substances. Third is not related to that.
See, wait. I think it's all 4. Answer is.
Fire retardants.
Yeah, sorry. I thought 4 options is 4 only. But so we don't know exactly. That's what I am saying. Again, I am telling the same thing. There may be a confusion. Actually, I have already confused with here, but we don't know exactly until and unless the final keys. These are our analysis. We don't know what UPSC thinks. They think and they have given the paper. They also think and they will give the key or their key. We need to accept it. If you feel it wrong or right or something, no. It's my way. You just follow. If you want to come with me. Or else just keep aside. Stay aside. Okay. So coming to here, making of how many of the hydrofluorocarbons are used. So remove this one. Forget about this one. If you see in the last telegram also, there is a most important question, most important topics. We have posted some topics, something around 25 or 30 topics. In the topic I have mentioned about these aerosols. Just see we'll put that one also. It's like, so we can, that's, I'm not talking like we are put something, we have done something, we are not talking not in that way. What I am going to say is, you can expect a paper, like you can think. So we thought, right, this is the pattern, this is the current affair, yeah, they may ask. So if you see here, They are focusing on this elimination of like reduction of this, and I have already told you Kigali is not removing these hydrofluorocarbons, it is reducing 80% reduction. When I have talked in the class, I have already told you, not completely elimination, I have stressed at that time. So, do not know until and the key. So, focus on this 2 and 3. So, next coming to here, again I have told you, what I have told you, environment legislations are sure shot important. So, Biodiversity Act, how many years? 20 years. Again, there is a recent amendment in the WPA Act 1972. I have already talked regarding this act, right? When I am discussing the decode environment topic, last year also there is a question on WPA 1970. This year also I have already told. Again, this year this question will be asked in WPA 1972. WPA 1972, like recent amendment has came, 2022 amendment is there. See, 2 questions which were based on the biodiversity amendment and this based on this one. So, in that class I have told you, right, Chief Wildlife Warden of the state becomes the governing authority. Yeah, he is the main persons in the state, right. So, if it is in the center, National Board for Wildlife, in the state, State Board for Wildlife, but you want to look after this kind of forest related thing. So, he is the person, Chief Wildlife Warden. So, the question, see, finally I did not talk about the question, this is what? And I have already told you, from this act 2 has came, one is what? Community reserve, and another one is what? Conservation reserve. See, open that PDF in the last which I have discussed in the decode prelims or something, you can see this where I have talked about, if you have heard that one, I talked about community reserves and conservation reserves. What are the community reserves? What will do? Conservations are road. Community is the land given by the tribals, like who are the around in that area. Conservation reserve means the land is of whom? Governments. So, here there may be a consultation with these people and they will do, because they have some activities, right. Whether they, for example, hunter gatherers are there, I am telling you example. Do you know hunter gatherers? Right, hunter gatherers are there. So, if some hunter gatherers are there, you need to focus on them, right. Their livelihood is also there, right. So, practicality is applicable. So, they are not, they are talking about what? Community. They are not talking about conservation reserves. So, it has an like status with whom? WPA 1972. So, coming to here, coming to this option, Chief Wildlife Warden of the state becomes the, yeah, this is the right one. Hunting is not allowed. So, I need to check with the UPSC key what he gives, but we will talk about this one. People of such area are allowed to collect non-timber forest produce. See, they are, see the word again, see here, community reserve. They are not damaging there. They are going to collect their food for their food or feed, they need to for their livelihood. It is not completely prohibited, right. For example, if it is a tiger reserve with core area, then it is completely prohibited. We are not talking about this one, right. So, we are talking about this community reserve, yeah. Next one, see here, the people of such area are allowed to traditional agriculture practices, though you are not using this what recent agriculture practice. So, they are using these small purposes for their substitution consumption pattern. So, community reserves means the people are living there itself, right. How can they feed themselves? They are not going to produce over to your economy, right, for their sustenance, for their survival. So, if you see these 2 options, actually it was given in the community reserve, but we cannot, so we do not read each and every provision of the act, right. Here logical application is important. So, if you see here, people of such areas allowed to collect non-timber forest produce, yeah, maybe, obviously if they want to, they are not talking about what you can say forest produce which is timber in nature. If it is timber forest produce, then they will sell, then maybe damage the environment, non-timber. Next one, coming to people of such area are allowed to traditional, yeah, possibility is there. They must not be allowed, they should not be allowed, they cannot be allowed. That is an extreme statement. We will coming to that extreme statement is here. Hunting is not allowed in such area. So, if for example, I am telling the same thing. Hunter gatherers, do you know hunter gatherers? They are also primitive tribals, right? Their food is based on taking this hunting only. So, not the hunting means, so again see, do not think that hunting means hunting the wild animals Do you have a passion of hunting tiger? Not I'm Raja, I'll hunt tiger. It's not like that one. They are for feeding for themselves. For example, birds, small birds, small things which they'll consume. So the word is what? Hunting is not allowed. I felt it is an extreme statement. Not means what? There are also people, hunter gatherers are there. It is not. So I felt that this option is a wrong one. We don't know what the UPSC will think. So according to the thing, these two options we don't know, B and C. It may be lie. So if you ask me, I'll finalize with this C only. Okay.